This video is a little something special. Now why is that? Why is it that this is a little something special? Because this game came out actually at midnight. If you guys don't recall, before my Twitter account was given a suspension, pretty much, yeah, I won a $50 eShop card. And I'm thankful for that. And because of that, I was able to get my hands on Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. There are two other games I plan on getting my hands on, one of them being the expansion pack to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which you guys are going to be seeing pretty soon. And the other is for a game coming much later. So this is a little showcase video to show off this game. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to a little showcase of Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Final Fantasy VIII on the Nintendo Switch. Because I never thought we would get this game. You guys remember that I did a video on Final Fantasy VII on the Switch. That video got claimed, but I was able to get it released after a month. Special thanks to the people at .emu and Square Enix, as well as Access Games, for making it possible. Because I thought we would never see it again because Square lost the original source code to Final Fantasy VIII. And thank God that they were able to make this possible. Because when this was announced, boy, people went ballistic. Even me. I went ballistic too, finding out that Final Fantasy VIII would be coming to the Switch. Sakaguchi, Shinji Hashimoto, you also have Nobuo Uematsu, Yoshinori Katase being the director, and the character designer by Tetsuya Nomura. All that's awesome. In so many ways. And yeah, Final Fantasy VIII came out in Japan on January 1999, and we wouldn't get this game for another 8 months until September. There's also the battle system designer Hiroyuki Ito and programmer Ken Narita. Tetsuya Nomura was the one who designed the characters, Yusuke Naora was the art director. Everything about it is just awesome. And for anybody wondering, this is a save file I spent my time on. 1 hour, 26 minutes. You have no idea. But we're doing a new game for the sake of it. And I probably will not save it because I've just shown off the first hour. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy. And here are your controls. Left click, move the speed 3 times. Map display, pause button, rotate, switch point of view. Click down, no done battles, battle boost, start game, you name it. Alright, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there was one of the greatest intros ever. Hands down. Clement said it best when he did his remembrance of Final Fantasy VIII. How are you feeling? Okay, I guess. Take it easy next time, you hear? Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. This is our main protagonist, Squall Leonhardt. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Cypher. That Cypher won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't get hurt in the process. Let's see, your instructor is... Quistis. I'll call her now. Just wait here a minute. Quistis, come get your student. Yes, yes. His injury's not serious. It'll probably leave a scar. Right. Now please come by. Squall. So we meet again. This is Quistis. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. Squall, is there something on your mind? Not really. What's so funny? Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little, that's all. I'm more complex than you think. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. It's none of your business. We're in Balam Garden, a training school for seed cadets. Good morning, class. Let's start with today's schedule. There seem to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in the hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Cypher? Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. What more could he say? Field exam participants, I will see you all later. And Squall, I need to talk to you. Yeah, this is our main protagonist, Squall Leonhardt. And I recommend sending the battle speed up a bit high. Why is that? Because it's better. Because you don't want to end up like slowing down and wasting time. We don't get the ability to junction our GFs yet. But if you want to know... Oh wait, we don't have access to them yet. So we may as well just check them out via the computer. Nice. Your GF registered under you are 2 summons. Quetzalcoatl, like Clement said, where's Ramu? And last but not least, Shiva. The tutorial covers all aspects of gameplay, and they can also be accessed through the regular menu at any time. There's like difference. You have battle operation, online help, card games, written tests, reviews, seed written test, icons, and information. Though if you've played Final Fantasy VIII, you pretty much get an idea of this. But I will say this game's actually one of the most divisive, polarizing games ever. There are tons of people that like the game, and there are people that hate it. Now, this is the main gimmick, junctioning. You need to actually junction your Guardian forces in order to pretty much, well, use anything. Here's why. Look at the ability. Because if you cannot junction any Guardian, you can only attack. You can't crack open a potion or use a Phoenix down. I'm actually legitimately serious. Not to mention your Guardian forces, then there are plenty. These are the two that we start with from the get-go. And each of them will have some of these unlocked from the start. Junctions, magic, and whatnot. I recommend that you have each of them have Junction the Boost. You will need this so that way you can boost their attacks while summoning. Not to mention, once that's done, you need to unlock like junctions to others, like strength and everything. And that's gonna help. You haven't been in the fire cabin yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was gonna go this morning, but Cypher. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you could review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. And yeah, Quistis has a fan club. Alone with Instructor Trip. Should anything happen to Instructor Trip, the Trapies will get you back. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should take up that subject too. They got a fan club, and it's one weird one. Thing is, Quistis is age 18. 1 year older than Squall. I'm late. What? Are you okay? There. I'm fine. Sorry, I was kinda in a hurry. Oh yeah, hey, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? Whoa, oh no! This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey. I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of the garden? Sure. Woohoo! Alright, let's go! We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby and I'll show you the directory. This character right there is Selfie. She ends up becoming a party member much later. Oh hey, would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you like. What? How do you play a card game? I think it's best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. I don't know much about it really. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing Y. But keep in mind, not everyone is a card player. Oh, and by the way, I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. We get 7 cards. That means it's a card game known as Tetramaster. And it's a very addicting card game, because you can pretty much get, like, junction, like, be able to refine magic from cards. I'm not kidding. And I will admit, that's the directory. Well, this is it. The Lom Garden is pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Move the cursor and press the A button to select. Next, I'll give a quick explanation of the various facilities. Yes, sir. You'll find the dormitory in the north. A majority of the students live in the dorms. There aren't too many students who commute. Yeah, I'm in the dorms too. You can rest and change in there. West of the north block is the cafeteria. There's always a big rush for the hot dogs. You better get used to waiting in line. Got it. East of the north block is the parking lot. We usually take the gardening car when a mission comes up. The front gate is located to the south. That's right. I have to go meet Instructor Trap at the front gate. What's the matter? Nothing. Next, we have the quad located in the west block. There's an event being planned there. I know. It's the Garden Festival. It's gonna be great. I'm planning to be on the committee. You wanna help out too? Let's just continue. South of the west block is the infirmary. This is where you get treated for your injuries, but a lot of students just come here for advice. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Kadawaki. Now is the east block. This is the training center. It's the only facility open at night. It's used for training and they have real monsters running loose here. If you don't take it seriously, you may end up dead. Just be careful. Okay. South of the East Block is the library. There's a lot of material you can look up here, but the terminals in the classroom are a lot more efficient. And you already know about the classroom on the 2nd floor, right? Yep, I remember that one. By the way, the headmaster's office is located on the 3rd floor. You need permission to get in. Another question, what's the headmaster's name? Headmaster Sid. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. Hey, are you taking today's seed exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I already finished my training at my previous garden. I'm taking the seed exam today too. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. And this is here the save point. You access the menu and select save to save your game. I'm not gonna save my game because I already made like a save file and whatnot, and believe me, you'll see what I mean. Now it's time for us to move. And yeah, unlike Final Fantasy VII, whose character models are different between field and battle, this one is pretty much all consistent. Basically, the models you see here on the field are very similar to that in battle. And if there's one thing I will give the game praise, is that they always keep it consistent. And you will be finding these things right here. These are draw springs. You'll be able to draw magic from them. And depending on like your stats, you can like junction a lot of different spells. And this here is where you get to junction your magic. Like that, see? You have 3 kinds. You have your stats, you have your special, like your elemental attack, elemental defense, status attack, and status defense. And this game can actually lead to some crazy stuff if you actually know what you're doing. Final Fantasy VIII omits equipment completely. You have your weapons. That's all there is. I have a few things to explain before we head off. GF gives us strength. The stronger the Guardian Force, the stronger we become. So here's a brief explanation on junctioning a GF. Junction tutorial. Junction enables characters to power up and use abilities. This means that the Guardian Force must be junctioned in order to power up and use abilities. This is one thing that you're going to be emphasizing a lot. Let's begin by junctioning a Guardian Force. Right now, you have no Guardian Force junctioned. All other commands in gray can't be selected yet. Once junction is selected, the GF and magic commands appear. Since no Guardian Force is junctioned, magic's displayed in gray. Let's junction a Guardian Force by selecting it and choosing. You have a GF list. Press Y to see the abilities possessed by a GF. The abilities are HP junction, vitality junction, etc. Let's choose a Guardian Force. When GF Quetzalcoatl is selected, its abilities, HP junction and vitality junction, vitality J, make the stats HP and vitality appear in white. Magic cannot be junctioned to HP and vitality, but since there's no magic, we'll move on to setting abilities. There are 3 command abilities, and 2 non-command abilities for the characters in your party. A total of 5 abilities can be set. Depending on the Guardian Force's abilities, the maximum is 4 non-command abilities. This means that up to 7 abilities can be set. Let's set some abilities. First, select the slot. The top window is for command abilities that are used during battle, such as, and the bottom window is for character and party abilities. Selecting the top window will display command abilities, and selecting the bottom window displays character and party abilities. Since there's currently no magic, let's set the command ability draw to get magic. When an empty slot is chosen, the cursor moves to the right. Select draw to set the command. That's how command abilities used during battle are set. Let's add GF and item to the list of command abilities. And yes, this is actually a requirement. I'm dead serious. Now GF and item are set. Let's set a non-command ability by moving the cursor down. A character ability is displayed. Now to set magic 20%, select an empty slot, and select magic 20, which raises magic damage by 20%. Now that it's set, abilities have now been set. This concludes the tutorial. Thank you and good luck. Everything okay up till now? You can always check back by accessing tutorial from the menu. Once we get to the fire cabin, I'll explain how to junction magic. Use the command draw during battles and stock magic from your enemies. Be sure to have plenty stocked. Ready to go? The fire cavern used for the test is located east of here. And with this, Quistis now joins our party. And we need to junction her, because it's necessary, because here's the thing. You should not be wasting magic. Magic is pretty much a quantifiable property. And since you have no magic, which means you're gonna have to start junctioning. She's at level 8. And I'm not kidding. And there it is. You have your world map right here. And believe me, now we move on to this part. The battles. And it's not complete without that. Now you have to start by drawing magic. I'm not kidding. You want to get more magic? You want to boost your stats? This is the only way how. And I recommend it fast enough. Set the battle speed the highest it can go. And set the cursor to memory. By equipping to memory, you can just keep on pressing the button repeatedly and you can pretty much stock your magic to no end. This is going to be necessary. Besides, the enemies aren't going to damage you. You can pretty much spend like 20 to 30 minutes like drawing magic because you need magic to junction to your stats and your weapons. And believe me, you're going to be needing to junction a lot of magic. And sometimes the magic they give you can depend. And depending on your magic stat, you can get like up to 3 spells, 5 spells, but if you're really lucky, you can get like a lot more. And the theme song you're listening to is Don't Be Afraid, but it's not complete without the Quistis whip. Yeah, Quistis wields a whip, while Squall wields a gunblade. And you actually wonder why I'm spending like, I don't know, like how long, like a few minutes doing this? You wonder why this game can be a bit polarized, because junctioning is a very different sort of case. And expect to do this a lot if you want to like stock up on magic. Magic are quantifiable properties, and if you end up using them, you're pretty much destroying the property itself. Also, make sure you press the R button as he swings, so that way you can deal double damage. Just a little tip. Like that. Don't worry. You have plenty like items and whatnot. You'll be fine. Really? Vampire? That's all there is to it. And yes, Wall is a mandatory party member. And after battle, you get experience. The same can be said for your GFs, too. And GFs can also get AP. And the more AP they get, the more you'll be able to, like, level up your abilities and whatnot. And the only reason why you're not going to see that much in terms of grinding is pretty obvious. Because the grind's going to get ridiculous. Are you kidding? A T-Rexar! Squall, be careful. Sometimes it's better to run. You're right, it is. I'm not dealing with that thing. Have to wonder why the heck did we ended up encountering that. And I've seen people be able to beat that at level 7 because those things hit hard like a truck. Squall, you still remember? The R button is the trigger. Pull it just as you strike. Same for the Renzo Q-Kit. Yeah, like that. You'll be able to do double damage. And yeah, drawing magic can really be a grind. And although I am only making it the first hour, geez Louise. And yeah, it's a grind. In the save file that I had, I spent like I don't know, 30, 40 minutes just trying to grind to get magic spells. And I know some people are going to say to me, why are you grinding this much magic in the early game? The answer's simple. Because the Guardian Forces, when you junction to them, they also boost your stats. And the more of a certain magic you have, the more you can be able to, like, I don't know, improve your attack strength, your vitality, your HP, you name it. And there are tons of exploits. Sometimes with the right spells and whatnot, you can pretty much break the game in two if you want. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You can actually break the damn game in two if given the chance. Nuts, I was off. Draw failed. Yeah, if the monster dies and you try to draw, it's a failure. Nuts, and I thought I actually got the hang of this. There you go. That's when it happens. And yeah, the levels of your enemy matches yours. Just letting you know. And this is a reason why battles in this game are so important. Because you're pretty much going to have to grind non-stop just to get the material, just to get the gear you need. And sometimes you'll encounter enemies that can actually give you a lot for what it's worth. I see, so he has 8 sleep, so it's sleep. Yeah, that's why it's important, but eventually your GFs will let you refine magic from items, making it kind of pointless. And yeah, the only thing that your money's good for is the net items. Even that's doubtful, considering that you'll be able to refine magic from items. Like, once you get the GF Siren, you can be able to refine, like, tons of Kiraga spells from tents. And it can pretty much raise your HP high and can make the entire theme seem very trivial. I'm not kidding, it can make this whole damn thing trivial. And that's saying a lot, considering that, yeah, it's necessary. Come on. And yeah, even summons have HP too, and you want to keep them high. That says a lot. Nice, I actually got the hang of it now. No, it's this whole grinding thing's getting ridiculous. Yeah, like I said, a lot of experience and a lot of items that you get. I'll probably do one more of this. I only do it just to show off how all this works. Yeah, see that? You have like 100 blizzard spells. This boosts up your spirit. Yeah, the more spells you actually have, the more you can be able to do it. See that? Like that, see? Just a heads up for you. Just make sure you pretty much organize your spells too. It helps. Nice. And the higher the magic you have, the more you can be able to draw magic from enemies. Sometimes the draws can actually fail. These guys just don't give. And sometimes you can also cast the spells they have, so you don't have to waste your own magic for it. Timing's not easy, I'll give you that. And it can also work. Well, that did it. Yes, they do level up, too. Yep, your summons also learn abilities. Once that's done, you head back to your GFs. Like these, see? Now you can choose which ones you want next. You already level boost? Now move on to refining. And this helps, especially when you want to refine certain magic spells to items. That's why the grind can be a bit of a pain. Not to mention, the enemy's levels reflect yours. See what I mean? That's my aim of that was weak. Well, that did it. Nice. Nice. Quistis leveled up as well. And yes, even your GFs level up as well. Just a heads up. Really? Can I just get to the boss room now? Yep, we get a preemptive strike. That didn't take us long. Well, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this thus far. I'm only showing the first hour. Okay, junctioning magic. Now pay attention. I'll be explaining how to utilize the magic you've stocked. Junctioning magic. By junctioning magic, you can raise the character's stats. If the GF has learned the ability to junction onto stats, that particular stat will be displayed in white. By selecting junction here, the GF and magic commands will appear. You're able to junction magic by selecting magic. When magic is selected, a list of magic commands appear. Use the cursor to select which stat to junction. When strength is selected, choose a magic with the cursor. You can see how the stat value changes with each magic. When a magic is selected, the magic will be displayed next to the stat and the value will change. Only one magic can be assigned to each stat. However, there is no need to junction magic manually one by one. You can select auto after junctioning. Auto junctions magic automatically. There are 3 commands to choose from. Attack favors strength, magic favors magic, and defense favors raising your health. Thus, magic can be junctioned easily by using automatic. For example, let's select the attack junction. Magic has been junctioned to favor strength. This concludes the magic junction tutorial. When you draw a new magic, try experimenting with it when you junction. This is how you become stronger. Okay, ready to go? Oh, you know how to use your gun blade? I already know. Oh, okay, I was just concerned, that's all. Alright, let's go. First things first, let me use a tent. Yeah, you're stocked with items. So that's gonna be really trivial when you get like tons of cash down the line. Objective: to attain a low-level GF, a seed member must support. Are you ready? Yes. I'm ready. I'm a support. Instructor number 14, Quistis Trap. Select the time limit. Choose one suited to your abilities. Challenging yet reasonable. 20 minutes. Very well. Good luck. My job is to support you in battle. Everything else is up to you. Fine. You know, the boys often choke on this test when I come with them. I guess my charm makes them nervous. Whatever. I'm just kidding. Trying to keep you relaxed, that's all. And even in a test like this, enemies are afraid. But I have no time to be fighting you. Buzz off! That's better. Let's get this. Fire. Squall will draw it. 15 fires! Wow. That's a lot of fires. I got like 79, but the blizzard status is higher up. Because the higher the magic, the more you can junction. The highest you can have is 100. And having 100 of each magic spell is pretty crucial if you want to max out your stats. That's the whole point of what this game. Bomb, an elemental monster. Use an ice attack for these. Check the monster's weakness with scan. Well, I may as well just stock up on fires. That gotta hurt. This should wipe it out, no sweat. And the character models are a very big improvement. I guess I was right. Oh, come on. I guess I was right. You and Cypher are in a class of your own. You both have amazing strength and potential. Okay, this is it. Are you ready? You seem confident enough. Boss time! And the song you're listening to is Force Your Way. The Woo and Matsu never ceases to amaze me with his music. Now we gotta go on the offensive. But yeah, this first boss fight isn't that hard. It's all just for a seed test. They have Shiva. Not they, it's Squall mostly. Oh, cute. Yeah, because that's the only strategy I have. Just keep on using Shiva, since you don't really want to waste magic. Because if for whatever reason you use magic, you're pretty much destroying it. I already mentioned that already, and many others have as well. Especially the great Clement, who explained it in his Clement Remembers Final Fantasy series with number 8. But yeah, impudent humans. Wow, you go after Quistis? You could have went after Squall. That would have been worth it. Not bad for a human. Not bad indeed. And yeah, Ifrit's weak against ice attacks, so using Shiva is your best bet. And yes, it does get repetitive seeing the same thing over and over again. I already unlocked their boost, which means you can just pretty much rapidly press down the button repeatedly to boost their attack power. Fine, I'll just show off Quetzalcoatl. In the meantime, draw. Thunderstorm! You know what really sucks? This is actually one of the few Final Fantasy games where Ramuh doesn't show up. In this case, we get an electric bird. The only other game that doesn't have Ramuh is Final Fantasy X. Replaced it with Ixion. And then later on in Final Fantasy XII, that also gets replaced by different summons. Just gotta knock these guys down. I underestimated Shiva. Very well, I will join you. And there you go, problem solved. I could have chosen 10 minutes if I wanted. You don't get experience from boss fights, but you do get G returns. And Ifrit's card. Get 20 AP for our trouble. Quetzalcoatl learns Time Magic Refine, and Shiva learns Ice Magic Refine. And we get Ifrit. There isn't much time, but let me go over this real quick. Good, you got yourself a GF. If you junction that GF, you'll be able to use the Elemental J ability. Here's an explanation on elements. Junction can change basic parameters such as strength and magic, as well as elemental parameters. By junctioning a GF with an elemental junction ability, as magic is junctioned, the ELAD slot above HP turns white, indicating an elemental junction. When you press the left button, is selected, the elemental junction screen appears. Elemental junction works like other junctions as well. First, you can select the stat to junction. Then choose a magic to finish the junction. However, non-elemental magic like Cure cannot be junctioned. Elemental junction affects attack and defense differently. Junctioning to elemental attack links that element to a character's attack. The percent indicates how much of the attack's damage is linked to that element. At the maximum value of 100%, the attack becomes entirely elemental. In the example, ice is at 50%. That means that damage only increases by half. When junctioned to elemental defense, however, the damage from that element is reduced. Reduction of damage is shown in percentage. At 100%, damage is reduced entirely to 0. In the example, fire damage is reduced to 20% because the elemental defense is at 80%. A star is displayed when the value goes over 100%, indicating that damage will be absorbed. In this state, you can also absorb the amount of damage indicated in percent. In the example, 50% of fire damage is absorbed. Multiple magic types can be junctioned depending on the Guardian Force's ability. Like that. Junction multiple magic types with the same elemental for a cumulative effect. Try junctioning different magic to check the effect. You can also select Auto to automatically junction the most effective elemental magic. This concludes the Elemental to Junction tutorial. There's a lot of fire elemental monsters here, so junction Blizzard to your elemental attack. You'll have an easier time with fire enemies. That's pretty much all there is in a nutshell. Now you junction Shiva, Ifrit. And now you can junction fire, which raises up your strength. The same can be said here. You can junction Blizzard here. Now, it doesn't make a difference much. And then once that's done, you go to your GFs, you go to Ifrit, and have them learn the boost spell. Once that's done, you focus on the F magic. You also want to focus on getting all the junctions mastered out. So when you have different GFs, you can be able to like junction a lot of different spells. This helps a lot, especially when you want to deal damage to your foes. So yeah, you guys enjoyed this video so far? I hope you have. Because without a doubt, Final Fantasy VIII is a very divisive game. There are times where you can actually break the game if you wanted, and there are other times where the game would really want to push you to your limits. And this enemy is one you need to look for. Why is that? Pretty simple. Because this one lets you like junction, he has like the basic fire, thunder, and blizzard spells. And you really want to draw from those to get a lot. In my save file that I had junction like 100 of each of the basic spells. But you're gonna have to be doing it with all 3 of your party members. Why all 3? Because your party member is similar to Final Fantasy VII and 3. And the fact that you have to junction a lot of magic just to boost their stats can get repetitive, can get grindy, and can get insane. And yeah, my Blizzard's maxed. Like I said, the battles take a while. Jeez Louise, this game can be slow. And it's necessary if you want to survive the rest of the game. And I'm not saying it like it is, I say it like it's fact. The game got a mixed reception back in 1999, but the game, honestly, is still pretty fun. Fun to break, fun to experiment, that sort of thing. But I wish there could have been more. Just wait till Squall drops down low health, and there's another gimmick that there is in this. Nice, fire's maxed out. Just gotta keep on going. 8 blizzards. It's already completely maxed out on blizzards. And like I said, this isn't fun. It's not fun, but necessity. And I know some people will be like, you should not be doing it this early in the game. Here's the thing you have to understand. You're gonna have to regardless. Alright, fire and blizzard max, so not a stock thunder. Yeah, and having it at 100 fires really can help you out a lot. I'm just trying to get Squall low health so I can show off another thing that this guy's got. His limit breaks. Yeah, similar to Final Fantasy VI, where if you have very low health, there's a 1 in 16 chance where you can actually get like a limit split, like a limit break. And there you go. Now it's time I show you that. I'm gonna show you that because that's the last thing I gotta do. But if you don't show it, you have to keep pressing the Y, keep pressing the X button. And you do not. Alright. And here come the Renzo's Q-Kit. Bear in mind that there's like a chance where you can actually really get the pain on that. And that's pretty much Squall's gimmick with the limit breaks. Limit breaks only happen when you're at very low health. And when that happens, oh boy, you're really gonna wreck your enemy good. And the only problem is that, yeah, this thing can easily be abused. And can even be more abused if you have like, I don't know, like if you have like the aura spell, you could be able to like completely wreck. Here's his magic. 100, meaning his strength is like, what, at 27? At 27, meaning that he can deal a lot of damage that way. But yeah, that's pretty much all how it works in a nutshell. With many of the other characters, they have different limit breaks. Quistis is pretty much the blue mage, where she could pretty much need to absorb certain items to unlock new abilities. The other characters you'll get down the line will have different limit breaks. Some of them are more dangerous than others. See that? Now you wonder why Squall can deal so much damage. 174 attack. Now you understand why the game can be broken sometimes. You actually know what you're doing. And I'm not saying it as it is, I say it because it's the truth. Nice, Shiva leveled up. And yeah, you'll also have to level up your GFs. Leveling them up also helps you out as well. And that pretty much is all there is. We're gonna head back to, I believe, our base of operations. Blue bugs. Remember, the enemy's level matches yours. If you're at level 5, they're at level 5. If you're at a very high level, like level 100, guess what? They're the same way. That was dull. And yeah, you're gonna have to grind by doing a lot of battles in order to level up your GFs. Well done. Let's see. I thought there was something else I needed to go over with you before you take the seed exam. Oh yes, taking care of your GF. This is something you have to watch out for. A GF will level up as it gains experience, and learn new abilities by gaining ability points. From experience and ability points, experience gained from battles will automatically level up your GF. while all ability points gained during battle can be distributed to learn different abilities. You need to decide how to distribute them. And let's go over how a GF can learn them. First, let's select GF from the menu to display the GFs you've already obtained. When Shiva is selected, like this, Shiva's stats are shown, right here. This displays its experience, its level, and its compatibility between characters, etc. But, by selecting Learn, Shiva's ability list is displayed. Abilities in white such as Strength J are abilities that have already been learned, whereas abilities in gray have not. The first number in gray shows the AP gain towards learning it, and the second number shows the AP required to complete it. Vitality J shows that 50 AP are required, of which 0 has been gained. In order to learn the ability Elemental Attack J, move the cursor to Elemental Attack J and confirm it. That's it. Elemental Attack J will then be displayed at the left under Learning. From here on, all AP gained will be used for Elemental Attack J. When all 160 AP is gained, it's learned. Once an ability is learned, AP will be automatically moved to an ability not yet learned. With each learned ability comes a different set of abilities to learn. The order of learning will also affect the GF's powers. Therefore, it is recommended to return to the screen to set the next ability. This concludes the tutorial. Thank you and good luck. Now change into your uniform and assemble at the first floor lobby. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. And that will also pretty much conclude the first part of the Final Fantasy VIII Showcase. Since I figured why not I show it off. The game is available right now for $20. And for $20, how can you go wrong with a game like this? I just wish they gave you the option to pre-purchase it so that way I would have already gotten it. But I'm thankful I have. And now I have Final Fantasy VII, 8, 9, 10, 12, World of Final Fantasy Maxima on my Switch. It is also available for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, as well as Steam. Though the original Final Fantasy VIII Steam version is already out. But the remastered one did some changes, but yeah, depending on how it goes, I'll let you guys figure that out for yourself. So yeah, that's going to be it for this little showcase video. I got another one coming later this week. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot to me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell. Helps out big time. I will see you next time. And yeah, that's all there is to it. This is MegamanNG's signing off. Peace out, and enjoy.